Hi, everyone. Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins looking at a severe weather threat later today, probably this afternoon into the evening hours. Our threat assessment right now for the 14th of August, and it's August. It's weird. This isn't typically our severe weather season. I mean, we'll see one or two, but this has been a busy severe weather season, and it just continues into the middle of August. So here we go. Wind and tornado threat are there. I think the tornado threat will be when the storms start, and then as they start to move east, and then it'll probably turn into a wind threat after that. So the tornado wind threat is still a level 2 out of 5, a decent chance for that. Now hail, especially when the storms get going, we could see some big hail out of this. So putting that at a level 3. And flooding, we've seen quite a bit of rain in some spots over the last day. So if we see more soaking rains, some spots could see flooding issues. So overall, we do have a marginal risk for everybody. I mean, the entire state has a marginal risk. In fact, I'll zoom out and show you. It looks like a fish. Look at that. It goes all the way from North Dakota to Texas, Idaho, all the way over to Western Illinois. I mean, this is big, and it's the main threat is in our area. So basically from Concordia, basically York to Fremont east into Iowa and Missouri. So where the yellow is at, that's where your best chance for severe weather is as we head through the afternoon and into the evening hours. Now, what are we talking about? The tornado threat is there. So this is a 5%. It's a decent chance. There's probably going to be a tornado or two in some spots in this circled area. We're talking, Lincoln, Beatrice, over towards Creston, Iowa, Omaha, Falls City, Nebraska City, northwestern Missouri, just north of St. Joe. So a big area of the potential for tornadoes, and then on the fringe, that's at 2%. So just about anybody in this circle, within a spot within 25 miles, has a decent chance of seeing a tornado, an isolated tornado. It doesn't look like it'll be like a big, long track, severe tornadoes, but still a spin-up tornado, a possibility. Looking at the hail potential, this is probably our highest threat, because I don't want to say biggest threat, because tornado is obviously the biggest threat, but hail, a really good chance of seeing some decent size hail here. When I say decent size, I mean 2 inches in diameter or bigger. Golf ball is 1 3/4 inches, so bigger than golf ball, a possibility as we head through the afternoon and evening. Now the better chance is in this where these black hash marks are at. So you're kind of looking at basically this area, very northeastern Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, southwestern parts of Iowa, and the very northwestern corner of Missouri. So Lincoln, Omaha, Beatrice, Nebraska City, Falls City, Tecumseh, all within that area. So big hail, definitely a possibility as these storms get going. And then a damaging wind threat. Again, just about everybody has a wind threat. The better chance in that yellow area where it's about a 15% chance, which doesn't sound high, but when you're talking about 0% chance, meaning nothing's going to happen, and then 15% chance, all of a sudden it kind of seems higher. So there's a good chance for some damaging wind, large hail, and an isolated tornado. So here's Stormcast. I've kind of zoomed into the Lincoln area just to because this is where storms want to form. So this is 5 p.m., August 14th, so Wednesday, late afternoon. Storms start right here. Now, this is just one model. Other models have it somewhere else. So keep in mind, this isn't exactly what's going to happen, but models have kind of been trending this way, so it's probably the one I trust the most, but this could be further north or further south or further east where the storms begin. But right now, this one has it right over Lancaster County and Gage County. And this is the point right here that when you start to see storms pop like that fairly quickly, you got a tornado threat right there. So keep that in mind as we head through the afternoon and early evening hours. Have a way to be alerted, because if this gets going quickly, you could have a tornado warning very fast with these storms that pop up. Because, I mean, look at that. You go from 0 to right there, nothing at 5:30 to the storm being there at 6. So, I mean, that's not a very long amount of time. And then by 7 p.m., it's already likely large hail. This is where your large hail threat is. So see how quickly that moved to the east? Started right there. That's 6 p.m., 6:30, still in eastern Lancaster County, moving into parts of Cass and Otoe County, Sarpy County, and by the time it makes it into just east of Lincoln, it's 7 p.m. So this will happen fast, and the storms can happen fast too. So that's why I want you to have a way to be alerted quickly, because these storms will be quick hitters and then move out fast. I mean, by the time we get to 8 p.m., Nebraska City in the thick of it, down towards Falls City, and then into Iowa already, and by 9 o'clock, it's basically out of our area. In southeast Nebraska, just that very corner of Richardson County seeing that lingering potential. And that's why a heavy rain threat, the flooding potential, because some storms may linger longer than others, and then by about 10 p.m. that should be about it. And notice, I'm gonna move this. Notice how it kind of wraps back around, but it's already moving into Iowa and northwestern parts of Missouri. So this is going to. It looks like the kind of storm that happens really, really quick. Like it pops the cap and storms happen, and then they kick on out. Now, there's certainly a possibility that if we don't see enough heating of the day, sunshine, that we may not see storms at all. But if we do, they would happen very, very quickly. So that's kind of why we're sounding the alarm today, because if they do kick up quick, they could get very, very severe very quickly. Tornadoes, large hail especially, and that damaging winds. So let's take a look at some of these parameters. The significant tornado parameter, I think about right there is probably your best bet. This is 8 p.m. And we have, and significant means the bigger tornadoes. This isn't a great chance at the bigger tornadoes, but this has a chance for a spin-up tornado in it. I mean, this is a small chance for significant, but a better chance for the smaller tornadoes. In fact, here's your 9 p.m. By the time everything's east of the Lincoln area, right there, Omaha, has a pretty decent chance at seeing some sort of spin-up tornado in this area, not necessarily just Omaha, but this area, Omaha, Lincoln, Beatrice, where you see the oranges and the reddish colors. So it's just one tool that says there's maybe a little spin in the atmosphere in these areas. So if a storm is in that exact area during that time, the potential for a tornado a little bit higher. So by 10 p.m. it's starting to dwindle down. Significant hail is there. This is the yellowish, brownish, orangish color, just about the entire eastern half. So if there's storms anywhere, right, in this area, this is where you would see significant hail, and that's why we have a higher hail risk with a big hail, 2 inches in diameter or bigger. And then it kind of fades away, turns into more of a wind threat as we head past 8 p.m., which is good news. Now, I know you're looking over here going, was there going to be hail here? If storms form, yes, but this isn't the storm maker. This is if storms are in the area, then significant hail would be possible. The wind threat, once you start to see the reds here and the purples, that's where your wind threats are at. Look at that, Nebraska City, Lincoln, Omaha, between 8 and 10. Significant wind threat in that particular area. So that's kind of the nickel tour of the potential for severe weather as we head through tonight. Again, this is going to happen fast, and I already have alarms going off. So like and subscribe. That way, if I do go live tonight, which is a pretty good bet, you will know, and you can come join us and ask questions if you have any. So we'll see you soon.